As we near the end of August, we are rapidly approaching the end of the regular season. Divisional races are heating up with teams fighting for playoff spots, and that has brought a lot of movement to our poll. With that, here are our Sports2Nite Power Rankings brought to you by McCombs Ford West. With the usual qualifiers, tonight's games are not factored in. Coming in at number 10, the Diamondbacks. Arizona leads a very competitive NL West division. They enter tonight's game on a 2-game win streak and a 1.5-game lead over the Rockies for first. At 9, the Rockies. Colorado might not have the division lead right now, but they've been on fire lately, winning 8 of their last 10 games to close the gap behind Arizona for first in the NL West. The Rockies were boosted by a 4-game sweep over the division leaders in the East, Atlanta. At number 8, the Cardinals. St. Louis enters the night already having clinched the series over the Dodgers with wins in the first 2 games of the series. With wins in 12 of their last 14 games, the Cardinals have surged into first in the wild card race. Coming in at number 7, Chicago. Cubs dropped to the 7th spot, a large part because their offense hasn't shown up. In 5 straight games, Chicago has scored just 1 run each, and each of them were a home run. With the recent struggles aside, the Cubs still lead their division by 2.5 games, and they have the best record in the National League. At 6, the Mariners. Seattle is in the midst of a tough series with the Astros. The Mariners sit at 3rd in their division, but the AL West is the most competitive division in baseball right now. A critical stretch ahead for Seattle after today's game. They hit the road for 9 straight, finishing up that stretch with a 4-game set in Oakland to end the month. Dropping to number 5, Houston. It's been a tough couple of weeks for the Astros, who have struggled to get wins. They have played a lot of games against the AL West, and it's proven to be tough, especially with a handful of players in and out due to various injuries. Also, making matters worse, the Astros suffered through a stretch of 9 straight home losses before snapping that last week with a 12-1 win over the Rockies. A huge month for Houston. They'll return home on Monday to host their co-division leaders, the A's. Moving to 4, Cleveland. The Indians have been on fire. They enter today with wins in 9 of their last 10 and lead their division by 13 games. Cleveland has managed to slow down the Red Sox after winning the first 2 games of the series. Into our top 3, Oakland. In mid-June, the A's were 11.5 games back from first place in the AL West. Now Oakland is a co-division leader with the Astros after wins in 8 of their last 10. That includes taking 2 of 3 from Houston last weekend. The 2 teams will meet again at the start of next week for a pivotal series. At number 2, the Yankees. With a recent sweep over the Blue Jays and a Game 1 win against the Marlins, New York is back on track after a tough start to the month. With 4 straight wins, the Yankees are back in control of the wild card with the 2nd-best record in the American League. And staying at number 1 with the best record in baseball, the Red Sox. Despite losses in their previous 3, the Red Sox still lead their division by 8 games. After the series wraps up with Cleveland, the schedule gets easier with upcoming series against the Rays and the Marlins. And those are tonight's MLB Power Rankings.
Tonight's MLB Power Rankings are brought to you by McCombs Ford West. We'll save you time and money on your next vehicle purchase on 410 West at Culebra.